Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing just a sit down, chill, get ready with me Q&A. I had you guys ask me some questions on Instagram and on YouTube, and I didn't really get hardly any questions on Instagram, which surprised me. Mainly all the questions are here from YouTube, so we're gonna jump right into it and answer some questions while I get ready. The one thing about doing my makeup while talking and doing a Q&A, I have to remember to actually do my makeup, because I'll sit here and just chat and not do it. But jumping right in, I think the number one question that I got and that everybody is wondering, and I get it, is have I found a new job yet? What's my job status? Am I gonna get a new job? Am I a stay-at-home mom? What's the deal? I haven't said anything about it because, to be honest, I just don't know if, one, I really don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know what I'm doing, but two, like, I just don't know if I'm ready to talk about it yet, which I know it sucks, like, when people like share something with you on the internet and then like they go cold about it and don't continue to share, which I know is super annoying. Like, I always watch, you know, like my favorite creators and then like them share a little bit about something and then like not talk about it again and like say they're not ready to talk about it, and I'm like, but I fully understand it now, because everything that I say I'm putting online and I cannot take that back. Not that like anything that I have to share is bad, but I'm just in an uncertain spot right now and I just don't know what's going on, don't know what's gonna happen, and I almost just feel scared to talk about it or scared to say anything, because I just don't know what's gonna happen or how it's gonna play out or whatever. But yeah, that's the short answer to all this for right now. I will share eventually when I feel more comfortable and I'm ready to share. I just want to hold on to it a little bit longer and really figure out what is best for me and my family. And yeah, so I'm sorry if that is not the answer that you were looking for, but I promise when I feel like the time is right, I will share. And it feels weird because I feel like I'm such an oversharer. Not in real life, like I'm very private in real life, but on here, like, I feel like I share a lot with you guys, so it kind of feels weird to feel this way, you know. What are you most surprised about having 2 under 2? Side note, you're an amazing mom. Thank you so much, that is so sweet. Oh, Amazon's here, and that's why the dogs get put away during nap time, because Granger does nothing but bark. I don't know if I find anything surprised about it. Obviously it's hard, like I knew that was gonna be the case, but like I don't know that I'm surprised by anything. But somebody else did ask, how are you honestly finding the age gap? My daughter is 1, thinking about a second. I don't know, like I go back and forth on it. I love it, but I also, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't love it, because I do love it, and it's maybe hard right now, but I just love watching their bond. Like, Brecklin is so obsessed with her sister and Blakely is obsessed with Brecklin. Just watching them grow up together is going to be so fun, and being so close. But on the flip side of that question, like, if you guys watched me before I had Blakely, or like before I even got pregnant with her, we were honestly like kind of even considering like only having 1 child, which is weird because that was never me. When I was in high school, I wanted 7 kids. Like, I wanted a big family, and then after having Brecklin, I don't know, I just loved our bond so much that I just wanted it to be like us two forever. Obviously that didn't last forever. And I had a rough time accepting the fact that I was pregnant again, because like I just mourned not gonna be just me and Brecklin anymore, and like I still feel that way sometimes. Like, when I go back and like look at old videos of us or pictures or just like from a year ago or whatever, like I get so sad. And I don't know if it's just like, I don't know how to say this without like not making it sound bad. Like, I love Blakely so much. I'm so glad that God blessed us with her, but I feel like this is a situation where like 2 things can exist at the same time, where you just miss a phase of your life. Like, even when I had Brecklin, like there were still times where I just missed like, you know, just being married and not having any kids or responsibility. I don't know how to say this without like it making it sound bad. Like, no matter how much you love something, you can also feel a different way about it as well. Like, I love being a mother. I love my kids to death, but at the same time, it is so hard. And there are times when I'm like, is this really what I signed up for? Like, I am exhausted. And I was just watching a video of Lauren Doan. Why do I always say Lauren Doan? Lauren Wilkham. And she like had a little heart to heart like this as well, and she was saying the same exact thing, like exactly what she was speaking I was feeling. Like, we are in very similar situations. Like, she single parents a lot because her husband is a paramedic and she has 2 under 2, so like just very similar situations, and she is younger than I am, so I'm like, girl, props to her. I feel like my answer to this is going to be different if I was in a different stage of my life, if that makes sense. If you were to ask me if I wanted 2 under 2 when I just had 1 with Brecklin, I would say no. Like, I just wanted it to be us, but now that I do have 2 under 2, I also love it, but at the same time I just miss just me, Brecklin. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but that's just what's on my mind. Oh, this is hard. So I guess it just really comes down to if you are ready to have your time be consumed by another baby, or if you are just still wanting to have your individual time with your first. Sorry if that was the worst possible answer to your question. I'm not very good at this. Somebody said, you've also been through infertility. How did you handle it? I'm losing it. First off, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Infertility was one of the toughest things that I've ever been through. I don't wish it upon anybody. However, in the same sense, it like might sound crazy and bizarre. Like, I am so grateful to have also walked that journey, because like I just feel like I can really appreciate everything that I have now, if that makes sense. I truly understand how big of a blessing like literally everybody walking this earth is, and it really like made me strengthen my faith and really put all my trust into God. And I feel like obviously He has a plan. His plan is perfect. His plan is better than what we could have ever have for ourselves, and I truly agree with that. And I know that it's hard to hear when it's not what you want. Like, I know you want a baby right now, and it can be very frustrating watching other people get what you've been praying and hoping for, but just know that it'll all happen in His perfect timing. I am so thankful that it happened when it did, because to be quite honest, as much as I wanted to be a mom and as much as we wanted to grow our family, at the time, I don't know that I could have handled it. Like, it is hard, and I was much younger then. Obviously, I would have, you know, got through it and figured it out, but I feel like those few extra years of just Jared and I was really what we needed and in God's plans. And looking back on it now, like I said, like I'm super grateful for that. So if you're in the waiting stages of, you know, becoming a mom and your infertility journey, I encourage you to just really put all your faith and all your trust in His plans, because it is going to work out exactly how it is supposed to. And if it's not happening for you right now, as hard as it is to hear, it's just not in His plans. And in His perfect timing, it will happen for you, and you will be so much more grateful and so feel so much more appreciative for it. But I will be praying for you and your family, and that you will be able to grow it very soon in God's timing. Someone asked, is 2 under 2 as difficult as you thought it would be? What's the best part of it? Yes and no. There's days where I'm like, wow, this is so easy. Like, what was I worried about? And then there's days when I literally just want to like bust out in tears, because it's like so hectic and so busy. Oh, what's the matter? But it also is less difficult, because when I was pregnant, I literally had no idea how I was going to do it. Like, I was like, there's no way that I can handle 2 kids under 2 by myself most of the time. So it is easier in that sense, because look, I'm here, I'm doing it, but it is still very hard. But then again, at other times, it can feel really easy. It truly just depends on the day. But by far the best thing about it is getting to see them together and see the love for each other. They love each other so much, and I am so grateful, and I'm so blessed to have both of them. I'm so thankful that they're gonna have each other to grow up with. And yeah, God truly blessed us with them. Another question was, there was one vlog where you said that you don't put B. Drew in the nursery at church. Is there a reason why? I don't think I've ever said this because there's not a nursery at our church. Well, there's like a little, it's a cry room. Like if you have kids, you can go sit in there with your kids, but it's not like a nursery where you can just drop them off and then go sit through mass without them. Like you have to be with them. So like we don't have like just like a little daycare in our church. And honestly, if we did, I probably would do that, because I feel like when we do go to church, I get nothing out of it anymore, because we are just like trying to wrangle Brecklin the whole time. So I definitely would if we had one, but we do not. Someone asked, I know Jared works a lot. How do you guys manage spending time together, such as individuals and such as a family? And honestly, we don't get time, just Jared and I, which is unfortunate, but right now, like, that's just the season of life that we're in. He's so busy with work, as you guys know, and then like when he's home, like the 1 to 2 days a week that he doesn't work, that's obviously when we get to spend time as a family. But like just the two of us, that rarely, like that doesn't happen. After we put Brecklin down to bed, I obviously have to take care of Blakely, and then once I'm done taking care of Blakely, like I have to edit, or I have to do something content wise, because that's literally the only time that I have to do that. And so really we don't spend too much time just the two of us together right now, but I know it's not going to be like that forever, and it's just the season of life that we're in. But I'm thankful that we still get to do things as a family on his days off. I'm hoping with like the holidays coming up and like going to spend time with family, like Jared and I can sneak away for like a dinner or something, just to do something with the two of us, maybe the three of us, because I can't really leave Blakely because I am her feeding source. So we'll see what happens. Someone said, love your content. How is nursing going? Do you have tips for increasing supply? I've already filmed another vlog that I'll be posting probably after this, and I answer somebody else's question of like me talking about my nursing and my pumping journey with this time around. So I'm gonna not talk about it in this vlog because I've already talked about it in the next vlog, so stay tuned. Somebody asked, are you happy with your home or do you plan on moving? I feel so blessed to have our house. Like it's the first house that like Jared and I have ever owned, and I love it. Like it's so special to me, and it's an old home, but it was just like redone and like flipped, remodeled, whatever you want to call it, right before we moved in 2019. So we've been here over 6 years now. Is that math? I don't know. And for the two of us, it was truly great. However, we are quickly outgrowing this house. We'll definitely be needing to get a bigger one sometime. Do I think that's going to happen anytime soon? No, because houses are so expensive right now, and just everything in general is so expensive. So I don't know how we're gonna get to that point. Hopefully my channel and my platforms just blow the heck up so I can make money and buy my family a bigger house, because it is much needed at this point. Blakely doesn't need, oh, she's awake. Like she obviously doesn't need her own room right now. She's like sleeping with us probably until, I would not like her to be in there for a full year again, but that's might have to be the case because we don't have a room for her to go to. So yeah, it would be amazing if we could find somewhere bigger within the next year, but I don't know. We'll have to see what ends up happening. But at the same time, I know that I will not want to leave this home because it's like so special and meaningful, you know. Like we brought both of our babies here, and I know it'll be just so emotional leaving if we ever do move. But yeah, I think I'm done with my makeup. My hair looks crazy. It's like day 3 of my curls, and I have not touched them up once, so they're probably looking very rough. So just pretend like they're looking fresh and looking good, okay? Okay, somebody asked, would love a how you guys met and if you plan on trying for a 3rd baby. Jared and I met off of Tinder, which is so crazy. Like I say this every single time. I don't even know if that's still an app, so that might just be like exposing us, but we met back in 2016, almost 10 years ago, which is crazy. Just the other night, I was laying in bed and he walked into the room and I was like, hey, did you know that you like super liked me on Tinder 9 years ago today? He was like, no. But yeah, that's how we met, was on Tinder, and I shared on my Instagram story like how crazy that whole thing was. Maybe if I still have the picture, I'll pop it up here and you guys can pause and read it. But yeah, truly like everything just fell into play with meeting that day. And do we plan on trying for a third baby? If you ask Jared, he will say absolutely not. What's the matter? Hi. Are you awake? Say hello. Say hello. You smell so good from your bath. Are you hungry? But if you were to ask me, I don't know, like I mentioned, when we just had Brecklin, I was content of just having one, and then we had her, and now like I would be okay if we didn't have another one, but at the same time, like I cannot picture not giving birth again. Like I truly just loved giving birth so much, and it was like my 2 favorite days that I've ever had. I just don't feel like I experienced hers like it was my last time. So I feel like I want to do that again. I would want another baby, not anytime soon. Literally not even in like 4 years, or maybe in 4 years or something. But I don't even want to say it out loud, but I definitely do not want to do 3 under 3 or 3 and under, or even 3 kids under 4. Like I just don't want that. I want them spaced out. These 2 were close together in age, and I want the next one spaced out. Not saying that I didn't like this age, but like if you add another one, I will lose my mind. But again, if it's in God's plans for us to have another one, that's what it is, and if it's not, then it's not. I am pretty content either way. Was postpartum mentally harder with your first or now with your second? This is a good question. I have experienced like no postpartum feeling whatsoever this time. I don't have any postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, and like really truly everything with this pregnancy, minus the SPD that I had, and with her delivery, with postpartum, everything, it has been truly just such a blessing and like so easy. With Brecklin, I had a lot of anxiety postpartum, and I do feel like I had some depression, but mainly I would say my anxiety was way worse. And I don't feel like I ever like shared that or like really talked about how it wasn't like terrible, but it was worse than what I probably led on to believe. But yeah, with this time around, like I don't have anxiety, I don't have depression or anything, and I feel very, very thankful for that. Someone said, are you doing a workout regimen? I would love to, but just one, time is an issue, which can be an excuse. What does it matter? But truly, I just don't have time. Unless I were to do it like while Brecklin's eating breakfast or something like that, I could maybe fit that in, and I want to. But right now, all we're doing is walking, which is still really good. We walk like 1 to 2 miles like almost every day. And another reason I haven't really started like working out much is because I've been having issues with my knee, which have been getting better the last few days, but I have no idea what I did to it. So we're gonna hopefully get it healed even more, and then eventually I definitely want to get back into working out because I missed that. I miss working out. And somebody said, I need help with easy nails. Can you do a tutorial without using glue nails? And yes, the next time I do my nails, I will do it on the vlog. I did my nails over a week ago. It's been almost 2 weeks, and these are still good. These are press-on nails. They're not glue. They're just like sticky on the bottom, and they're all still on. They look so good still. Highly recommend. But yes, next time I am changing my nails, I'll do them on the vlog. Somebody said, are you finding the transition from 1 to 2 harder or easier than from none to 1? She's hungry, so she's got to eat. But I personally found the transition from 1 to none, or from none to 1, so easy. Like I don't feel like much change. Like I'd still do the same things. I would just be tagging along Brecklin with me. But like the transition from 1 to 2 has been so much harder for me, which I know a lot of people say. I feel like it's split. Like half the people I see say 0 to 1 was hard for them, and the other half people say 1 to 2 was harder for them. I am a 1 to 2. 1 to 2 has been so hard for me. When it was just me and Brecklin, like I would still be able to go to church. I would still be able to like go out and do things. So I still go out and do things with the both of them, but it's very limited what I can do. And maybe it's just because she's still a newborn and needs to eat like more often right now, and she's only breastfed, so that makes it harder. Someone asked, when did Beedrew start sleeping through the night? She literally started sleeping through the night whenever we moved her over to her own room, which was something I just was not. Is that funny to you? That is something that I was not ready to do. Like again, with the postpartum anxiety with her, I was so anxious about moving her to her own room, but we did that a little We did it like at 11 months, but then like moved her back at like 11 and a half because she got sick. And then we did it again right before she turned 1. What? What do you have to say? Yeah, you better start eating because you're going to show my boobie. But yeah, literally when we moved her over to her room, she started sleeping through the night, which was nice, but it was also very sad at the same time because I just was not ready for her to be out of our room yet. But like she would just wake up in the middle of the night and see that we were there and just would think, bless you, and think it was a party and like think she needed to like screaming and yelling and just like not in like a bad way. Like she literally thought like it was party time. She would be like standing up in her crib and just not wanting to lay down and stuff for literally like 2 to 3 hours at a time every single night. And I was like, okay, we cannot be doing this anymore. Somebody asked what shampoo/conditioner combo do I use? I use the Native shampoo and conditioner. I really like it. I've been using that for maybe 2 years now, I feel like. Maybe even longer than that. But yeah, I really like it. I just get it at Target. Somebody said, what inspired you to start your content creation? I've talked about it before, but when Jared and I like first moved into our house and moved here and like got married and stuff, he works long shifts, like he works 48-hour shifts, and I would just be here by myself with the dog, so bored, so just like with nothing to do. Like you can only watch so much TV, you can only like scroll so much social media. I just like needed a hobby, and I loved makeup. Like I was obsessed with makeup, and I would always be watching like beauty gurus on YouTube and stuff, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna start my own channel, maybe keep myself busy to pass some time by for when Jared's not here. So I started my channel and I was doing makeup for a little bit, but then like a few months after that I started vlogging and quickly like shifted my channel from that. Makeup was just like so repetitive and that was starting to get boring, and it's so expensive to try and keep up on all the new products and stuff, and I truly just fell in love with vlogging. And yeah, I've just been vlogging my life ever since, and I literally love it. Like I love it so much. It keeps me so busy. Now it keeps me too busy, but I'm so grateful for it and I love it. Getting to like look back and watch my life like whenever I want is the coolest thing, and to have all the memories. Like in right now, Brecken's to the point where she is obsessed with watching my old vlogs. She'll ask to watch mommy, and then she loves watching herself. Yeah, it's just so fun. Someone said, what's your ethnicity? I love your hair so much. Thank you. And my ethnicity is I'm mixed. I'm half white and then half black, I'm assuming. I don't know my real father, so I don't fully know what I am, but that's just what I go with, is half black and half white. All my rest of my family is white. And yeah, someone said, what type of music do you listen to? Mainly Miss Rachel, you know, that's a good bop. Some nursery rhymes every now and then. No, but really, like, I used to be so into music, and then I don't know, like I just stopped listening to it. And mainly when I do listen to music now, like I'm only listening to like throwbacks. I don't know, but I love country music. Really, I'll listen to anything. Like I don't like rock or anything like that, like hard rock, I guess. But really, I will listen to anything. I've never been like a Swiftie or one to even like listen to her albums, but her new album I've been listening to a little bit, mainly because Brecklin is obsessed with one song, and like we really just listened to that song. But I have listened to almost the whole album, I think, and I've been enjoying that. And then who are your favorite content creators? Oh my goodness, I've got a lot, but I honestly feel like I don't even have time to watch my favorite content creators anymore since having her. But my favorites, I would have to say that like I want to try and keep up on the most that I can is Samantha Joe. I love her content. She's so funny. Yeah. And she is a mom to a little boy, but I've been watching her for years when she wasn't a mom. She's just so funny. Tara Michelle, she's just like an everyday average vlogger. Kylie Holback, she is about to have a baby, which is so exciting, but I've been watching her for years. Bebe Hay is another one that I really like to watch. Lauren Welcome, Bianca Henderson. Those are like my favorites that I try to keep up with on YouTube, and mainly Bianca. I try to keep up with her on Instagram because I just love her like content on there. That was a fun question. If I forgot any, I'll like list all the other ones right here. But yeah, I think that's all the questions I'm going to answer because I feel like this is getting very long and I didn't really want it to be super long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I answered your questions. Sorry if it was super hectic. I feel like I'm not the best person to do these because I just feel like I'm not that great at it, but I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless, and as always, I love you so much, and we will see you in our next video. Bye!